Well, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, everything is coming in better today. I mean, I played with the settings around more today, so hopefully we can live stream a little bit today. I mean, shit, we got a couple more days here on this double XP event. We still got about 5 days, so I did want to go ahead and partake in this event before it's too late. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Let's go ahead and grab our key for today. As always, though, let's see. Should we go ahead and open it? Yeah, fuck it, right? Let's see. Some morning streamer loot. Here, let's go ahead and discard this. And then go ahead and start making our healer. Let me see. You want to open up the Hell's Hag box. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Jadeite. Oh, we actually had two right there. 100 trade bars between the two. It's not too shabby. That will work. That will go towards our next one. So we're about up to like 1100, which isn't too bad. All right, let me see if anybody's online for the guild to see if I can get an invite. And it doesn't look like it. So we might have to just skip out on that for a little bit, which is cool. I'll have to get into that later at some point. So we're going to change characters now and go ahead and just jump into making our new support here. Finally, better late than never. So we're going to go ahead with human. I learned that was probably our best bet here for our healer. We are going to pick the warlock healer. And then hopefully let's hope we'll let things just ride out with it. And we're going to put our 3 points into wisdom. And go ahead and continue onto our hair part and all that fun stuff. We go with the red hair. A little bit of the, we go red hair, customize hair, we got ponytail low, ponytail high, ponytail dual. We got a dual ponytail. I'll rock that, right? Fuck it. Tattoos, makeup, I guess that's a tattoo. I'm cool with that. Scars, body shape, we got heavy, slim, toned. We'll go with the slim just because I think it looks it will look good for our healer aspect purposes, just aesthetically wise. I don't know if that has to do with any kind of like movement speed or anything like that, to be honest. I never learned if those two things incorporate one another, having low recharge speed, not having low, having a different way alters your speed. Known as the god of luck. These are another one I really don't know much about. I don't know if at some point these will give you a different bonus than what they do now, but as far as I know, they don't do anything. So we're gonna go with Celine, or Celine, probably said that wrong, but Celine Dion. Now here's the most important part, our name. Shit, what were they gonna use for our name here? That's a question. This is gonna be a tough one. We could just keep it simple, Miss Heels. Anything regarded to our tune name. I feel it's kind of cheesy. We'll just keep it cheesy. Ms. Heels. Boom. Invalid wide space in name. Really? I can't have this? I can't put a space in between. Wow. I don't really like it together. Alright, we'll try. Ha! Let's go with this. Go with what buffs? Bring back an OG name. We're gonna skip this, unfortunately, today. Keep it simple. All right, and then here we go, guys. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually gone ahead with this leveling up process. I'm not really too sure what to expect here. Let me see Sun as well, to be honest. Yeah, we know how to do all this. Okay.
So you can still walk.
Understood.
Bad shape when we pulled you from the front line.
This is actually a little bit different than when I could already tell than when you first started out in the beginning. So this is going to be interesting to see what else has changed.
Double click an item to equip it. Press the Alt key to toggle mouse cursor and mouse look moves. Be careful out there.
Let's take care of business here real quick. Fight through the foliage. Oh, fight through the forest. Hold shift. Oh, okay, okay. We already got a level up. We'll take that. Ha! Level 2. Alright. We're just gonna kind of skip around those guys. Because if we don't have to do any unnecessary fighting. Somebody shoot me? Oh. Even this area itself is a little bit different than previously. So. Alright, we even got a new. We see Makos. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as good as I want it to. But this is pretty interesting. This is actually... So Makos kills Valindra's dragon. Never knew that. This is all new to me. Like I was saying before, this is a new leveling up system. As from previously, so let's see what we gotta do. Jump down. Alright. And then here's the dragon. See what I can do for you, bud. Alright, I'm gonna try something, chat. Just bear with me here a minute. I do want to check something out, so I might get a little laggy here for a second or two. But I'll be back. I just want to see if we can... Take that. Let's go ahead and let me see if I can actually bump up this. Let me see if I can bump that up to medium without killing it too much. Get a little bit of a picture. See if we can bump that up.
did
She
well
got from
to
in
keep
here.
the undead at bay. We are holding the line here while we treat the wounded. I fear the bridge is in worse shape. You would do well to assist there. Seek out.
Ah, looks like it's lagging. Let me see. It might be too much.
We must go to their aid.
I don't know. Maybe yes, no. Drop it down. Just put some edge down. Keep it at minimum low. Let's see what happens from there. Oh shit, gotta get out of the fire. Ah! I can already kind of tell these guys are a little bit more tankier, it seems, than when I previously did my level through. Oh, that's Makos with the fire. Okay. Well, that's a pretty cool AoE. How come the wizards don't have that? What the hell, Cryptic? This nigga got some, like, massive fireball AoE thing. Look at this, watch. Boom. Hey, we'll take that. What we got here? Come on. And we're definitely gonna need to bulk up a little bit here on this DPS. This shit is taking a while to die right now. We're only on the first set of bosses. First set of mobs right here, chat. And as you guys can see, things are they're dying, but not too quickly here. I mean, then we're about to fight this knight. Do your thing, Makos. Not really sure. What are these, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, my hit points are low because he's killing me. I'm not killing him quick enough, game. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Hopefully, if I'm not correct, there's a first boss. Spoiler alert. Let me do this too. Saying my GPU is getting used up quite a bit. We're gonna drop that down just a smidge. See if that helps out with the GPU just a little bit. Give it a little bit of slack. Yep, there's a first boss right here. Let's see what happens. Well, interesting. They got rid of my man Wilford. Wilfer or some shit. They used to have homie boy Wismar, some random dude who would come in and just die for you. All right, we seem to be doing a lot better in terms of not as bad as I thought. That encounter power doesn't do very much damage though. But it does knock them down, which is a good little. And then we did level up. Go ahead and put that on. Open that. Boom. Go ahead and talk to Mako's here. Get your ass off the floor, bud.
I believe I'm in your debt.
Yeah, you are in my debt. As a matter of fact, now that you mention it, you owe me that $20 from last week. I mean, that $20, dude. Eh?
Protector's Enclave needs your... So, you are the one who's... I must ask for your aid in returning the crown to its rightful...
You see something?
For the journey, you're going to need a mount of your own. Head down to the Shanacle stables and talk with the mount merchants there.
Oh, appreciate the follow, bud. Appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Much love here. Welcome to the channel. All right. Let me see. I could probably... I can probably do this. Just give me one more second here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this taskbar managing thing. Move this to right here. Okay. Back in business. Sorry about that, like I said. All right. What do we got? Let's go ahead and get our free mount. Not that we won't have 2 free mounts coming up for us, just because of the new account-wide system functionalities. So we will be able to kind of get a little bit of a head start here. Let's see though. Go ahead and just claim our free one now. Equipped it. Character sheet, mounts, stable. Guess they want us to do it like this. Equip your mount with the insignia. My mount is already equipped. Equipped an insignia. Oh. I was like, huh? Alright, got that taken care of. 7. But before we even go any further, make sure this is all right here. Gallop, right? Yep, okay. Definitely want the movement speed on Gallop so we can get that maximum bonus. But let's go ahead and run up here to the rewards claim agent. I believe that's where you claim the mounts that you acquired for any other tunes. Let me see if I'm correct. Claim. Nope. What is this? Promo. Promo it is. Here we go. We'll grab our brown bear and our polar bear. Go ahead and equip these. This will help out with our bolster as well. Give us a little bit of a stats. And give us something to ride around in style with too. We're going to swap this one for the polar bear. And we'll switch it up. We'll use the brown bear too sometimes. We'll put on a defensive boon just for now. Just to keep things situated. And we also actually have a companion as well here to go ahead and claim for free. So go ahead and grab this. Purchase. We've got a nice little head start here with this guy. And then, like I said, later on, probably some point over the weekend, hopefully your boy Sonny can get this guy into the guilds and get them guild boons, get them bonus experience. We'll just name it Ion because you're corny like that. Summon. Make sure we got him equipped. And the good thing is anymore, he's going to come pre-level, maxed out level. So we don't even have to do anything else there. Blurred vision. So I think we're caught up now. We got our free companion. And then we got our free mount here. And then I'm actually going to start also picking up some gear slowly but surely I will start accumulating some gear for this girl, just to get her keep her topped off and get her on the right path to becoming a good enough healer. Like, we don't need anything too crazy. This at the end of the day is mostly going to be like my AD person, just to kind of get us in those dungeons quicker. As you guys know, I be always saying support always has an easier time getting in on the dungeons. So you want to do your best to go ahead and make sure that you eventually, if you did start off with a DPS, that you go ahead and revisit yourself as a support, just to go ahead and reevaluate your situation and everything like that.
Sergeant, well met. Watch your step in this district. Black Lake is home only to the desperate and the our best hope for finding.
We're gonna go ahead and claim this, claim this. It's been so long since I've been over here, so I don't know if the missions are the same or if some things are different. And as you guys can always see, man, there's always people leveling up tunes here. This guy's a level 80 chilling here. This guy's a level 9 like me. Well, no, I'm only a level 6, 2 level 6s right there. So I mean, shit, there's always guys playing this game, always making tunes, always starting out. So the new player base is definitely still a rise here. Don't get it twisted. No matter what zone we go into throughout this journey here, you guys are gonna see that in every zone there's gonna be minimum a couple people here. You know, and they're gonna be moving around doing their missions. It's not gonna be like bots. You know, not to say that I don't be thinking that there'd be bots in this game sometime, but that was a quick and easy mission. Go ahead and turn this in.
The dismissive note.
We already hit level 8. Jeez Louise. So we're racking up our levels here pretty quick as well. We got already 3 encounter powers. And then, like I say, once we get this guild boon equipped as well, give us that extra bonus that we want. We're gonna be packing and stacking here pretty nicely, guys.
Hello there. Are you the one the higher
Not sure if the leveling up weapons are gonna be worth it though.
Well, let me fill you in.
I don't know how much
The
they cost.
situation
Let's
in
see.
Black Lake is bad. These sons
Is
of
that would be
Legon
pretty
dogs
nice to
driven
get
off
for
most
her.
of the citizenry, but
Let
some
me see.
refuse to
Main
leave their
hand.
homes.
Nope.
The Nashers responded by boarding them up in there, robbing anyone in the street, and setting fire to buildings.
see.
The first thing we're going to need to do is rescue any trapped citizens we can
I
find.
have the warlock. And Sorcelled right here. Fortunately, it's over 600,000, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say no on that. That's a bit out of my budget. I'm not gonna go ahead and drop 600k on a level and weapon. You see what I'm saying? How is that intended for new players? Because honestly, that's the only time you're really ever gonna use that weapon is when you're leveling up. After that, it becomes pretty much, you know, null and void once you get your weapons, your primary weapon set. You know what I mean? Like from either you get it out of completing your missions, or you get it from farming. You know, your zones, whatever the case may be. But I wonder if people even know about those leveling up weapons as much anymore. They probably don't make it as heavily. If anything, they need to make a new set. 'Cause that's an older set. That's an older set. That set has been out shit since I've been playing. So a new updated leveling up set would be nice, I can't lie. I think that would do everybody a little bit of good. It's definitely starting out with it would be probably too OP, but maybe somewhere down the line they can give you one, or maybe even if you do a certain mission, you know what I mean? Like you got to do a quest line, like a separate quest line, not connected to the main story. So if you don't want to get the weapon set, you don't have to. But if you do want a weapon set that levels up with you all the way to 80, so then this way you don't ever have to worry about ever switching your main hand or your offhand, which is pretty important. You know, that's one less thing to have to worry about. Because as you level up, you're always going to be switching out your stuff, always going to be switching out your gear for whatever's better. You know what I mean? The real grind doesn't start until you hit level 80. But at the same time, if they can make gear that just kind of does a good job at it too, but also levels up with you. Trap spotted. Yeah, you're not getting me with that one. I remember that one. Like, wait a minute. Did I ever put on? Oh yeah, I did. It automatically actually put that on. But then I'm also going to have to do some research here. Figure out what is a good companion for the healer class. And all that kind of jazz. I did start to get the TMS set. I got the neck and waist already prepared to go. So as soon as I hit level 70, I can actually go ahead and put that on her. But the artifact was just a little too pricey for me. Let me see how much it's going for now. It's auction house orb. All you have to do is just type in that, go here, artifact, search. 1.6. That actually went up a lot. Holy shit. Wow, 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 wow. That went up. That went up a lot. Last time when I just bought the neck and waist, you know, I couldn't afford it. It was only like a couple, I think it was less than $1 million. And even that was just too expensive for my blood. So now it shot up to almost damn near 2 million. Yeah, that's way out of our price range. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that for her. We might have to look at a new set now. Which is a little disheartening because the neck and waist were pretty expensive already. So to not just go ahead and pick up the full set, I don't know, we'll see. We'll definitely have to keep grinding and stacking our money though. Because for 2 million, we only get 100,000 a day. I mean, that's a minimum of like 20 days of playing every day, getting the max money, all that stuff. So it's gonna be a dedication if we really want to get that.
Careful. Then you've done good work. Never let it be said that Lord Neverwinter cares nothing for the safety of his citizens.
I'm doing good work, guys. I wonder what we're gonna get. Cover stolen goods. Oh, let's see what we're looking for. We gotta. I was gonna say, do we have to kill people? Sometimes you just have to kill people. Other times you gotta do a bunch of different things.
What do you know?
Nothing there. Alright. I'm gonna let him handle his business. Oh, Bianca. You can tell she's another. There you go, another person leveling up one of their side tunes. Got to get the grinding in, and it's a double XP event, so you know what I mean. There's no better, really. Even with all the boosters you have, you can put in the Azures, you can wear the Zen pants and shirts. There's plenty of ways to get more experience. But with that double XP, you're still gonna get all that extra bonus experience plus a double XP. So it's really like a damn near quadruple. You can get a little crazy. So if you're really just looking to kill it and just get to 80 as quickly as possible, I'm actually struggling here to find these. There's actually maybe too many people here trying to compete with. Who would have thought this might be a problem? There's too many people. Oh, that one gave us a good chunk. Look at that, we just popped that one off in one shot. Go ahead and do all the missions you can as well.
I'll salvage what I can, but I'm gonna need new samples of Black
a lot of
Lake's
missions.
work.
Some of them will be
Samples
quick,
must
like
come from specific
the ones that are
patches of
kind of out of the
technology.
way
Would
that
be
you have to
typical,
do sometimes.
except the whole area is swarming with violent
As you're
rebels.
leveling up
I'm
too,
willing to pay you to collect the samples for me.
make sure you guys do get rid of make sure you guys are, sorry about that, I got a little distracted. Make sure you guys are doing the missions that come up around the spot. But as soon as you're comfortable enough to progress to the next zone, go ahead and just go to the next zone. I know that seems a little counterintuitive, but to be honest, you're going to be at the mercy of not going to the next zone, because the zone that you're currently at isn't just going to be able to support your level anymore. So things are just going to die too easy. You're not going to get as much experience. Now, if you don't really care for in terms of things like that, and you just kind of want to see everything through its entirety, that's completely fine too. But if you're looking to just kind of maximize your leveling experience, and you don't mind if you skip a couple spots, because to be honest, the level up zones they're really just there just for that purpose, leveling up. There's a couple of them that you may want to do, or a couple that kind of stick out to me. Like right here, we're gonna get this free bag, so you definitely want to do your best to always get the missions that give you the free items. I know it's a little hard to let me see. You're gonna get you'll get another free bag. I'll show you guys when we're about to leave back to the Enclave or something like that. I'll show you the other zone where you don't, like, I already kind of remember them, and as I start playing, I'll remember what each zone kind of has. But for those guys out there who are just starting, there's a couple zones, like I said, that you just want to make sure you keep your eyes peeled for. You know, do your best not to skip over those ones, and play those ones through to its entirety. Get those rewards. Save yourself the headache, because like I said, not a couple, but I think just the one specific zone, you will have to come back to it anyway, even if you do decide to skip over it. It connects to the campaign further down the line. But if my memory recalls, I believe that is the only one of its kind. The rest of them do not interlink with any of the future content in the game. So what does that move do? Okay, Soul Scorch. That's not even counter power. That's more of a kind of just background power, if that makes sense. I can't switch that for anything else. You're gonna hold me up. Hey, okay, let's see what you got here, bud. 'Cause you're talking hellish shit right now. See right here, we're gonna get this free bag. Boom. And bag space is vital to here along your Neverwinter journey. They do get pretty stingy with these bags. I wish they would kind of upgrade them, you know, because these are the same bags you've got from since as far back as I can remember to when I was playing Neverwinter back on Xbox. You know, back in man, Mod 5, Mod 6, Mod 7, around there. It's the same rewards, so it would be nice that if they would give you more or a bigger bag. I'm not even gonna lie, because you're gonna run out of bag space, especially if you're a hoarder. You know, you'll start learning what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep, and then just picking up things just to sell it, you right, for gold. I mean, a lot of people I think kind of skim over that, but as you're progressing up, you definitely just want to pick up everything, and that's why you want to keep your bag space at a minimum, so that way you can just hoard shit. And then whenever you're done with that specific zone, or let's just say maybe you want to keep holding it for whatever the reason is, you want more of it, you go ahead and sell that shit for gold and go make some easy money. Gold is going to be very important to you along your further journey, especially because you're going to need it to remove your enchantments, which are pretty much enchantments are stats or kind of little power-ups, I guess you can call them, in the game that you can put into your slots here. I don't have any slots, but you'll know, and they also give you them for free as well, so they kind of break it down to you, so nothing to worry about if you haven't reached it that far in the game yet, but just something to give you a heads up for. We also got to return somewhere. Oh, we still got a mission back there. Alright, so before we leave this zone, we got to make sure we turn in that mission. Go ahead and get that XP. What is that? Character? We got some increases to our ability score. So we're going to go ahead and go with Wisdom. And... we're gonna go with Charisma for now. We might have to switch that around later down the road. That just depends on kind of what I need and what I want. Maybe if I feel I want more movement speed, just because I feel like I'm kind of lacking in the group. And as the healer, you definitely want to be able to keep up with your group, keep them alive to the best of your ability. So we'll keep the Charisma for now. That's gonna increase our recharge speed and give us a little bit of Forte, which is pretty much Forte is essentially a free stats. Come over here to your character sheet. Every class's Forte is going to be different though, so just keep that, bear that in mind. But I won't actually unlock it until I do my Paragon Path. Okay, so you will not see which stats Forte gives you until you pick your Paragon Path, which is right here. So pretty much you can pick a DPS or the healer, and that's what we're going for here on this class is the healer path. So pretty much when I unlock Forte here, it tells me regen and critical strike and awareness. Wait, right? Soul Weave, regen, and excels at critical strike and awareness. Whereas if you were to pick power, critical strike and awareness. So as you guys can see, different Paragon paths give you different abilities. Both of them do give awareness though, but awareness is a very important stat to have, especially on all classes now within Neverwinter. Especially if you're dying at a clip and you notice you're just dying a lot more than you previously did. You might want to first make sure that your defense is capped out, but then go ahead and try to build up your awareness just a tad bit, you know what I mean? You don't have to do anything too crazy, or even build up your hit points a little bit more. Kind of play around, see where, you know, a good happy medium is for you. You know, even if you can just solo up dungeons, right? Just private queue a dungeon, go in there by yourself and see how much of a beating you can take and kind of build it up from there. Kind of put yourself through a little test and see how much damage you can take before you need a potion. Make sure you just ain't getting one tapped, right? Because that's the most important thing. If you try to be the first one to the group and you're running in there just getting one tapped all the time, you know, the healer ain't even gonna be able to keep you alive because you're dying before you even gets the heal out. So you definitely got to play around with that. The survivability is key within Neverwinter, because if you're not surviving, you're not doing damage, or and if you're not, you know, if you're on the tank and you're not surviving on the tank, then that's definitely a problem, because as soon as the tank goes down anymore with the Neverwinter, you could definitely tell a difference in everything else, because shit just falls behind him. Unless the healer be on point, but you know, that doesn't, it happens, but that's a hit or a miss. It's another one that's a hit or a miss. Let me see though. I don't want to leave yet. I know we gotta probably return to Sergeant Knox, and if I wanted to, we could go ahead and just use this teleportation scroll. But we actually have to run back to the beginning and return this quest in, just to go ahead and get this free experience. And then for you guys out there who do want to, you know, completely maximize your, you know, they do make experience boosters. I personally don't recommend them as much anymore. I mean, I personally don't see the need for them as much. The way the game is set up now, you gain XP at a pretty substantial rate. You know, not to say that that won't, you know, boost it up even more. So you can get pretty ridiculous. I mean, I think if you really had enough, if you had the resources, essentially, you could probably get a tune to level 80 within one day. I'm talking if you had the Azures, you had the Pan Shirts, you had the Guild Boon, the double experience event within the background like we do now. All that will kind of give you a perfect synergy and give you that much more confidence. Because as you guys are seeing now, we're leveling up pretty good, and we don't have any boosters to our experience at the moment. As far as I know, I think, you know what, maybe we are getting a small boost. I actually have to look. We might be getting a boost from VIP, so I might be lying there. All right, ready to go. Gotta get our first inning of the day. Here we go. The Never Death Graveyard. This is a spot you don't want to skip. We can actually go over there now. Not that we're gonna do anything over here, but this is one of those zones that I was talking about in the beginning of the live stream, just in case you missed it. This is a zone you don't want to skip. This is a zone you don't want to skip. You want to make sure you go ahead and complete everything over here. You're going to get bags. You're going to also progress within your your campaign. This is going to be your first introduction to campaigns within here in the game of Neverwinter. So this is a very important zone. You have been downs? No. To be honest, I mean, that's the only one that's kind of popping out to me right now. That's like one that you don't want to skip if you know, as it says, 25 to 30. So the next spot we're going to is the Tower District, right? But as soon as we start getting up into these 48, 40, 53 zones, you're going to be able to skip a couple of these because you're just going to be leveling up so much quicker. And it's your choice. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to skip the zones. But for me, I will be skipping the zone just because the higher level zones will give you more experience. And I'm just looking to get this guy to 80 as quickly as possible. But if this is your first time playing through Neverwinter, I don't recommend skipping through the zones. I would say you would be more better off running everything and just kind of seeing these zones. Even if you only do a couple of the missions. Still want to go ahead and make it just to see what they have to offer, because they are part of the game, and you know what I mean. Eventually, maybe down the road, things might be different again, and they will change it to where, you know, it's a more linear, progressive storyline, so you don't have to always do those kind of silly missions. This is something about Dragonborn. I'm not even a Dragonborn, but it's free experience. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Sergeant Knox too. Oh, we can even start praying. What? Oh, these guys are in trouble. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Also VIP. Do we get a bonus of XP at VIP? We do. So we do have a 10% bonus experience from VIP. I mean, I talk about this pretty much every time I stream. VIP it's huge. It's huge. If you are new to Neverwinter, you obviously probably not going to know what VIP is, so I'll kind of quickly explain it. It's pretty much like their premium service. You pretty much pay for it monthly. It's 1,000 Zen. I recommend getting a 20% off coupon and then only having to pay 800. So you're saving yourself 200, which is, you know, that shit adds up in the long run. Or you can go ahead and buy different months and things of that nature, but I usually just go by month. And every rank gives you different rewards. The enchanted key is the biggest reward in my opinion. This alone pays for it. And this is the boxes that you collect here within the game. I actually haven't accumulated any, but you are going to start getting these boxes. You might be wondering, and you're like, well shit, how do I open them and things of that nature? I don't even see my Wondrous Bazaar store. I don't know if it's blocking it because of that, right? Yeah, let me see something. Okay, yeah, that was blocking it. But yeah, the Wondrous Bazaar store, as I was saying, these boxes right here, every couple once in a while this will switch up and give you a different box, but this is the one you could start getting now, and you could pretty much open up one of these a day, and this is everything you can get out of it. It's essentially gambling in a sense. You can get one of these, and then one of the three. So pretty much from any three of those categories, you're gonna get one item. The best things are, of course, the 1,000 trade bars, the mount tokens, companion tokens. Those are always needed. And then the best thing from the top would be the mythic mounts, which is the cauldron for this one, which is essentially just like a giant witch's pot. If you ever seen one of those, they're pretty cool, I can't lie. It's not my favorite mount, so if I do get it, I don't know if I necessarily want to put it on or sell it, but it's one of those ones where it's not the worst. It's not the worst one. Let's go ahead and do these free missions here before we get too far. Get all these little odds and end missions out of the way. Come over here, talk to the Dragonborn race. I'm surprised this is even a mission. This guy hasn't been important in this game in a while, but way back in the day, kind of a little story time. If you came over to this guy, the dragon scales. Now, I'm not sure if these prices are still accurate, but essentially these are what used to come out of lock boxes. These silver dragon scales, and this is kind of the old campaign lockbox currency that you would get, and you can exchange it for any of these rewards. Different time in Neverwinter. Common stuff here, I mean, this common stuff isn't that bad. The best one would probably be the tiers. Resurrect up to 4 allies from afar and restore. So this is pretty much essentially just a free pickup, which are vital in endgame content. You might start getting maybe 1 or 2 along your journey. I'd recommend don't use them. You'll see them, they're called either Scrolls of Mass Life or like Mass Life something, one of the 2 names, and they just pick you up when you go down. I would recommend don't use them, especially, you know, for your 1 through 80 spot. I don't believe there's anything here where if you die it's a big deal. So just release, start at the whatever campfire they put you at, and then just go back in and redo it, and save yourself that for when you're really gonna need it in a dungeon. Let's go ahead and see if we can queue up for anything. We could go for the dungeon queue, but I think I want to skip on that one just in case we get something too brutal. I don't know. I don't want to be in there all day dilly-dallying in a dungeon. They got double XP going on. Let's go with this. Go with this. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of these missions real quick. This zone isn't too bad here. This is your first introduction into orcs in the game, and the wolves and everything like that. You pretty much got to save the guards. My memory serves me correctly, they're usually just kind of... They're usually chilling. Oh, there he is. He's in the corner. He was hiding. My bad. And we got homeboy here gonna steal my... No, you're not. Oh, you're lucky, dude. I was gonna smack you through my monitor. I was gonna smack you through my monitor. Because I hate that. Don't steal my person. Like, that's mad OD corny. Alright, here we go. Got that guy. See, there's one here. Bunch of bullies. Now you can pick on somebody who can actually fight back. I take it back. We're actually doing some pretty good... Some interesting damage here, man. Because I remember when the mod, well, when these combat changes were first introduced, if you guys are new to Neverwinter, they implemented combat changes a couple weeks ago now. And a lot of people, if I can recall, said they were having a hard time leveling up and killing things. So this is actually a good time for me to experience how things are going now. So far, we haven't had any problems in terms of... Oh, and we just got our first lockbox too, as I was talking about them. So far, I'm not having any problems killing anything or staying alive. We only had to use that potion that one time in the beginning, and I think that's just for that part, just to kind of tell you about them. But also, you know, it's probably not fair. I got on, what, 4,000 defense, right? Yeah. It's probably not fair neither. Yeah, we got some good defense. Oh, it kind of throws that out. So the potion thing is probably thrown out the window, but the DPS doesn't change. I mean, so let's see this guy. He's chilling. Got here 28-1 added 25. I'm gonna mess with this big guy here just because he's standing there looking at me funny. What's that? Treasure sack? We'll take some money. Take free money all day. But not all free money is good money, just remember that. Three guys right here, and might as well just go ahead and go them. Let's see what this encounter does. Encounter this daily. Oh, I like this daily. Oh shit, I like this daily. Oh, this one is cool. Look, I got the little minion guys fighting with me. They're probably gonna disappear on me though, but that's cool. I didn't know they give you that one that early. I'm not sure if it does a lot of DPS, but it doesn't matter. We get the summon like dragon souls or something. Let me see. Rod of Hadar. Summon 6 shadow imps. Will attack nearby targets for 10 seconds. Okay. Seems 10 seconds is it. That's oh wow, I didn't mean to hit him. 10 seconds seems a little quick to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things that could be a long time. So we're gonna have to see that in a dungeon, because that's where the bread and butter is. That's what you want to start preparing your tune for. That's why I say, you want to learn how your guy. Also, you want to, learn how your guy runs and how he feels, and and if you can fit your type of play style. Make sure you're not forcing it, and try another one. You can have a minimum of 2 people for free, right? Go through them all first. That's going to be my first thing. That first mission we did is a good indication of how the tune feels and how he moves. Like, everybody has a different kind of glide, essentially, which is the shift tab. And I can kind of shadow slip. the wizard teleports, the rogue rolls. So maybe there's one of those things that appeal to you the most. And you're like, well, I want to be able to run fast, like the barbarian, or you know, some of the classes don't even have a bag. No, not a bag. Some of the classes don't even like run or have a roll or anything like that. They put up a shield. The guardian fighter, the paladin, those classes just hold up a shield when you use the stick. So there is no running feature on them. So there's just different things that you want to you know before you go ahead and pick a tune. And then when you get them to 70 or even 80, you're like, I don't even like him. You know, you just might not like the way he feels or whatever the case is. Go ahead and switch it. So that's why, before it gets too late, you know, take him through the first one zone, see how you like it, see how he plays. And if he doesn't, go to the next guy. There's what? 6, let me see, 1, barbarian, guardian fighter, warlock, wizard, rogue, cleric. About 6, right? 6 or minimum of 6 classes. I don't know if 6 is the exact number, but there's a minimum of 6 classes. I mean, one of them is bound to catch your attention. So if the first one doesn't get you, try another one. And or maybe if not, then could also be too, Neverwinter just isn't your game. Maybe you just don't like the feel of it, and that's perfectly cool too. And then or you can also just cheat the system and just look up videos on YouTube. Rogues are super OP. The AoE damage. Oh yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. You can even just kind of cheat the system and look up videos and be like, you know, how good is this guy and at the end of the day when he's, you know, what can I expect from this guy when he's maxed out, right? Or what can I expect from this guy when I hit level 80, for instance? So there's a couple different things you could do, like this guy pointed out in the chat. You know, rogues do good AoE damage. The rogue is that's always kind of been a powerhouse staple within Neverwinter. So if you are new, you won't necessarily know that. But you know, the rogue is a very consistent DPS class. I don't want to say they all been consistent because they all have had ups and downs, but the rogue has just, he's the rogue. You know what I mean? It's, I would probably say that's, man, I see more rogues probably than anything in terms of DPS classes. And I think it's just because of the playstyle. You know, you can go invisible. It does good DPS, so that's never the issue. There's a couple different things. Like even right now, I'm using the warlock, but for all intents and purposes, I'm using this guy as a healer at the end of the day. So, you know, oh shit.
Receiving 2 minor injuries in the same location upgrades the injury from minor to severe.
Rogues OP this mod, right? Yeah, so there you guys go. If you're interested in making a class, right? Rogues seem to be a good staple this mod. You know, that's not to say that's not to say that down the road, you know, they might not get a little bit of a nerf. You know, that's what Neverwinter calls it. Well, that's what I pretty much call it, a nerf. Neverwinter calls it a class balance. Jeez, my bad. I didn't even see this chat. My bad, guys. My bad. You guys been talking for a little while now. Shit. I've been missing you guys' chat. Oh, I don't have... slacking. Upgrade your mount. You will be able to do a lot of damage just from the stats you get there. And yeah, there you go. So we got Rain over here. What's up, Rain? Glad to see you by the stream. Sorry I missed you in the beginning. Who else we had? Jamie. Lynn. Kyle, what's up, bud? Gotta say hello to everybody real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even know you guys were in the chat. Well, knew you guys. You know what I mean? I didn't even have the chat. Usually I have the chat on my monitor over there, but I'm not even gonna lie. I just kind of woke up. I was feeling streaming, so we just went streaming, and I probably wasn't all the way awake yet. So if anything, I have to put that up. Let me actually, when we kill all these mobs, just give me a second here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it up on the computer. So bear with me here, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna minimize the screen. So it's gonna look like I'm just standing there. But do not fret. I'm gonna pop out the chat here for YouTube. Let's see. See if I remember. Go live. I gotta go here first. It's a whole process to get this chat up. That's the one thing about streaming here on YouTube, is the interface for OBS is what I use. It doesn't connect to YouTube like it does for Twitch, because if you connect Twitch to here, it automatically gives you a chat. It automatically gives you things on the screen to allow you to, you know, interact from it with there. But here on YouTube, you actually have to go through the extra steps. Let me get that. I'm gonna bring this right over here, like I said. All right, well, since I'm here, guys, I'm gonna take a quick little camera break. I'm gonna just take a quick camera break, come back, and we'll be almost ready to go. Boom. Now we're ready to go. What's up, Jamie? How's things going? Ooh, how's things going for you this morning? Sorry I missed your chat earlier. Usually I have everything prepared, but should be 80 by today. That's what's up, bud. There you go. There you go, taking advantage of this double XP weekend. That's what I'm saying. We got 5 days left. I'm gonna do my best to get him to 80. Now, I can't make no promises, because you never know what's gonna happen, and you know, I kind of take things day by day. So, but essentially that would be great to hit 80 before this double XP event is over. That is gonna be my goal as well too. But congrats on the 80 today. Now you can start really grinding, start running some dungeons. That's what I'm saying. That's where you really start to see if you like the game of Neverwinter. The leveling process for me is just like one of those things. It is what it is. To be honest, I really don't pay much attention to it. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie. Like, I just do the missions, get my XP, and then 80 is where, all right, now it's time to take things seriously. Which probably isn't the best mentality, you know what I'm saying? That's not to say that taking your time and leveling up and doing everything, you know, the way the game is intended to play, you know, probably doesn't net some benefits. And I just took another fucking injury, dude. But, from what I see, the only difference was that little section in the beginning. Other than that, the rest was the same from the last time I leveled up. And they actually skipped out on a mission. I didn't have to do that one annoying mission where you have to go downstairs through Sergeant Knox's tomb. I didn't have, that's actually weird. We didn't have to do that one. Usually you have to get that one done. And that's where the crown mission, where we had to go retrieve the crown, that's where they actually get the crown from. So that's a bit weird that we didn't have to go down there. I don't know if that was just a bug or something, or that's just the way it was. Wizards get any new changes in Mod 20? Yes, they did, Kyle. They got a new AoE encounter. Instead of the gigantic avalanche or boulder move, it's called Arcane Tempest. It's pretty much it's, as far as I know, it's a really solid AoE and counter power. I don't know if Thaumaturgian got any changes or any kind of buffs or anything. Unfortunately, I don't play that path. But as far as anything else, I don't believe any other significant changes to the wizard. I definitely took advantage of the 2x XP. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. And then if you had on your Azores, anything like that to kind of give you those XP bonuses, that would also been great too to have. Make sure you get all that jazz and everything like that. And I haven't slept in 4 days. Oh man. Oh, so you've been grinding, eh? That's all right. Gotta get this, gotta get to 80. Hey, sacrifices must be made for Neverwinter. Sacrifices must be made.
Watch your back. The enemy is everywhere.
Trying not to. Ha! That's the truth.
Fine work.
And my friends and I are leveling some new characters. At 60 on my wizard. Nice, nice. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like, a bunch of different play styles you can go with today. All the classes play essentially different, and they're all kind of unique in their own way. So that's why I say there's a class out there for everybody. There we go. Got a lot of new people in here, especially with this double XP event. That really brings in probably an influx of people as well, just to kind of test out the game. And hopefully you guys stick around, because like I'm telling you, when you hit 80 is when you actually get to do some fun things and run dungeons with your friends and all that. Leveling is the tutorial of the game. Yeah, pretty much, essentially, Flynn. Kind of gives you the fundamentals of the tune you want to play, so you understand, you know, how he works, and getting him ready for the end game grind, essentially. I'm loving the chapter stories too. That's pretty cool to hear. I don't know too many. That's interesting. I don't know there's too many people out there who say that they enjoyed the leveling experience, so I'm glad that you were able to get some enjoyment out of it. Some people find it monotonous or tedious, you know what I mean? But you gotta enjoy it. You gotta have fun with it. Yeah, the whole quest for Sabrina and the Order of the Third Eye was taken out. I haven't leveled a new character in years, so I was surprised. Yeah, that is surprising, and I really don't know why they took that out, to be honest. Like, that was one of those things that doesn't make any sense, because that lady gave you free bag, she gave you free companion, free retraining token, which is always big. Maybe she just gave away too much free things, and Neverwinter was like, nah, we can't have that. Nah, I shouldn't say that. They be giving us free stuff, but who knows why they took that one. I don't know why they took out. Like, that was a good that's what I was talking about in like the beginning of the stream. That's one of those side quests that you didn't have to do, but if you wanted to do it, it was there, and it gave you the option to get some free rewards, which is always good and always needed. I love Warlock DPS. Warlock's got some good DPS. Alright, then we're gonna have to see that as we get up there. I'm sure I'm probably gonna use the DPS route as we level up all the way to 80, just to make things easier on myself. I'm not gonna sit here and run a healer through combat. That seems a little silly. So we definitely get to play out the DPS path a little bit, see how things work, and you know, I don't want to get too carried away with the DPS, though I can't lie, because if I start having too much fun, I won't want to play the healer, And I did make this tune for the healing purposes, so hopefully it's not too much fun, but but we'll see. Did we already do this? Just in case we didn't, we'll hit it again. I remember on Xbox, if you used to collect those, you used to get an achievement. I'm not sure how that works here on PC, or even if you get anything. But essentially here, I keep skipping them on you guys, but they just kind of show you the map. Oh man, just little kind of cutscenes and angle shots and things of that nature. So if you're looking for like a picture, maybe you need a picture for editing purposes or for any kind of purposes, right there you go. Take a quick picture. Save it for later. Archer Thaumaturgeon. Arcanus got the new encounter power. If that's what you're talking about, bud. So if you are on the DPS path, well, not to say that Thaumaturgeon doesn't do DPS, but it just unfortunately doesn't do as much. Hopefully they, fix that and allow the classes to, I know they'll probably never be comparable to each other, but just keep it enough to maybe give the Thaumaturgeon maybe another debuff or something like that to kind of compensate for the lack of DPS. Awesome news, treated my wizard to 3 of the books yesterday. Oh shit, there you go, bud. Nah, I can't lie. You gotta get some use out of them, because just saying that Cryptic has an MO, and usually when they put stuff in the Zen market, it usually means something's coming in afterwards. They let you enjoy it a little bit, but usually the track record is that they will, I mean, I've seen them used. I've even seen things become obsolete, which is just terrible, because it's so expensive. But it's also just something to keep in mind, that always on the back burner, that maybe a couple months down the road, or not even, sometimes they get greedy in a couple weeks. They're gonna be like, oh, the 3 books are not intended to work, and they do now, or the Lost Mouth set is the reason people use all 3, which gives you the bonus hit. They might reduce that damage, and you know what I mean? They always have their ways, which sucks, because you would think that if they would put it in there, that it'd be in there for a while. That's why they're putting it in there, but it's actually backwards with Cryptic. If they put it in there, that means they're about to do something to it. Let's go ahead and whip this stuff. I've been grinding hard. I'm in a World of Warcraft player. I grind things out. I never actually got the chance to play WoW though. I've heard a lot of good things about it. The only thing that kind of steers me away from it is I think you gotta pay, if my memory serves me correctly. But other than that, I would definitely just try it out just to see. But my thing is I don't like, and I understand, if you pay for something, obviously it's gonna be better now. But just to try it out though, and I gotta pay, and I might not like it, and I don't even know how much it is. Is it like a $60 game or something? Is it a monthly subscription? Or even maybe if they got a trial, that would be good, just to see what it's about. Trying out Thaumaturgeon mostly right now. Mostly I didn't know much about my wizards. My main is a rogue. Ah, I see. Oh, the wizard's a good alternative. I actually have a wizard main, so I got a DPS now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make a support just to get into dungeons easier. Pretty much, essentially, that's why I made it. Be able to just hit that Q. There's nothing like just being able to hit the Q tab. Like just queue up for a dungeon real quick, and then just having that pop up immediately. It's pretty cool. And then as a streamer and everything, I just don't like you guys sitting around watching me stand around or some shit. So I just like to come on, provide you guys with the content, be able to chat with you guys like this. and, you know, show you guys some gameplay, be able to run some dungeons and things of that nature instead of me trying to find a group to get into a dungeon. You know, like I always say, I'm just a casual player, and I really don't, you know, I play with a couple people now on PC. I can't even lie anymore. Like, I used to be able to say, like, I don't play with anybody, but there'll be a couple times I'll jump on, and there might be, like, you know, 1 or 2 people that I actually met here through the stream. If you guys do play on PC, you know what I mean? Add you up and we run something when I'm on or whatever. Or other than that, that's about as far as it goes. My thing is I just don't like bothering people, essentially. So I kind of just do my own thing. But that's not to say that you won't get more enjoyment out of playing with people. Because don't get me wrong, when I am on Xbox, I do play with my uncle, but that's a little different to me. I can, you know what I mean? I fucking bother that dude all the damn time. He ain't got a choice. But whereas, like, with you guys, you know, I gotta have try to show a little bit more respect. Try to show a little bit more respect. I don't always like to be an asshole. Alright, well, that was pretty quick. Look at that. You see, these minions are lit right now, dude. Let me see. Did I miss something in the chat? Look at that. I probably missed something. You see? Scroll up. Nope. Try not to do. Thaumaturgian is underwhelming. Yeah. Never mind. I thought I maybe. No, I did. I missed that. When you get to level 70, they give you a set of gear, 450 item level. Wait, I'm lying. It's 600. Yeah. No, right? I was gonna say they give you a bunch of gear, kind of, which is nice of them. Get you in the right direction, so you're not sitting there caught with your pants down, as I always say. Because things kind of jump up on you as you progress, and they will kill you. So you definitely want to make sure you're always in. Oh, never mind. I was about to convert that. Put that on. You always want to make sure you're upgrading your gear. You know what I'm saying? To the newer pieces. Oh, don't get me wrong. One of the Paragon Path Fireball. I have to try to kind of have looked up any guides for my wizard. Wanted to try it out on my own for a while first. And I'm still leveling. Yeah, unfortunately, I do give Kyle props there. Fucking Thaumaturgian is a lot more fun with the fire and everything like that. The only thing is, and you know what I mean? That maybe that's not even a problem for you. Like, at the end of the day, you can play your tune however you want. And DPS is good, but, you know, maybe that's not your focal point. Maybe you just want to have enjoyability. And that's cool, too. Like, that doesn't, I'm not, you know, I'm also going to be blunt, you know, that doesn't mean that you're always going to get into groups, because, you know, people do inspect in this game and they ask for certain item level, which is a little silly to me. I'm not even going to lie. If we can, you know, I'll invite you, if we can get in it and we're going to try at least. And at the end of the day, if we can't beat it, hey, we can't beat it. At least we say we tried, you know, so. That's like stuff like that doesn't bother me, but you definitely will experience in that. And even if you are Arcanist, to be honest, you would still experience the kind of cold shoulder, as I call it, because that's what I be getting, where they just kind of ignore you. But then they're still posting in the chat. That's what kills me. Asking for DPS, and I'm like, okay, I see how it is.
You must be the adventurer, Captain.
So you want specific DPS? Well, why didn't you just say that then? Put it in the zone chat. Ask for what you're looking for. Wasting my time and you're wasting your own self time. Arcanist Wizard has some good damage this mod. Oh yeah, it does. Like, I'm killing it on my wizard when I be running in the dungeons and everything like that. I can't even lie. I could see a good chunk of DPS. Can't even complain about it. And we always been, the wizard has always been killers in single targets, so boosting up our AoE is just doing us a favor. So we'll be able to keep up, and now we can keep up more in AoE, and now we just pull away in single target. especially if you got your daily. Ooh, that's a terror. That's a boss killer right there, having your daily on a wizard and on a single target. As long as I get my AP gain. Ha, exactly. Yes, sir. That's all that's about. Ooh, this is quite a bit of people here. We're gonna use our cannons. Oh, I said we're gonna use our cannons. Boom. There we go. We'll cheat a little bit right there. Way things are anymore, they be hitting you combat advantage damage, and I'm not trying to die already. So, have we died yet? No. Let's see if we can do like a no death challenge through leveling up. I don't know if it's gonna be possible, but we're gonna do our best here. It's not the same. It's not worth 20 bucks anymore. Okay. That kind of stinks. Went a kind of different direction and things of that nature. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't really know much about WoW, to be honest. And, you know, I'm sure it's and it's been around forever, so you know what I mean? I've always heard that game even back in the day in high school, so, and even, you know, towards, was it, I don't know about elementary, but definitely high school, I've even heard about that game. Just never, truthfully, well, I never really played on PC until Neverwinter, but other than that, I never, no, we're gonna leave that one too, so that might have been a problem. It's the pages that kill me. 170k a page, filled with venom and frozen brooks at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's a little silly too that they don't come with the pages. I mean, what Kyle is talking about here in the Zen market right now. For a limited time, they got the artifact choice for the storytellers. These are pretty much best in slot books at the moment. They don't even give you the full pages. You gotta buy the pages. And that's a little crazy because at no VIP, that's 200k. That's 200k. And now you don't need to buy the pages for all of the books per se, but you definitely want to buy the one for the main one. So you're looking at $1 million. You're looking at a good $1 million on just pages alone. That's not just the what is it? How much was it? Over 1,000 Zen a pop, 1,500, 3,000, 45. Is that 4,500? So 45. So essentially 45 bucks plus an additional $1 million, and that can value, right? So near dead. What is that? $60 roughly. $60 for books. So essentially, that's pretty expensive. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. 60 bucks for some books. Who would have thought, eh? Look at, you're out here spending money, $60 on books. At least you could tell if you ever got parents or anything and they're like, oh, you don't read enough books. Be like, Ma, I just spent $60 on books. I'm good for the year. I be getting in my reading. And you can even tell her, look, I got the Frozen. I got the Darkened. Ah. I had her tweaking over there for a minute. Now I be reading. Legendary tank. What system? You mean like what do I be playing on, or I'm not really sure, but I play on Xbox and PC. So either one. I don't play on Xbox as much because, you know, not this. This is actually like my third attempt over on Xbox. So, but at the same time, we still be on it. Just to kind of run around every once in a while, get in a dungeon or two, getting some me sometimes. It just depends. Yeah, when I pug as my devote cleric, I tend to get dropped into instances faster than I do on my rogue. Takes forever to queue as a DPS. Exactly. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, it sucks, Jamie. Because of the fact is, that's the reason why I'm making the Warlock right now, too. Because I just want to be able to sometimes... I don't always have time to wait around for the queue, right? Sometimes, you know, there'll be times where I just want to stream for maybe like an hour. And I'm cool with that, but I want to be able to get in my dungeons, get that 100,000. And, you know, sometimes if that's all I can get in the day, I'm cool with that, you know? Because really, that's the main thing. When you hit 80, make sure that you start getting that 100,000 a day, because in the grand scheme of things, that's essentially all you can make, you know, besides any money from the auction house. And I'm not including that. I'm just saying, like, you know, you're only going to get 100,000 a day from Cryptic. It's, you know, well, that's what they allow. I shouldn't even say it's from Cryptic because you have to grind and farm for it. But I'm actually just going to let them kill him. Yeah, just let him do their work. You forget I ain't even got to do anything with those guys. So yeah, hopefully with this healer Warlock, I'll be able to just queue up some days. You know, and then even like if you guys want to play real quick, we can get into some dungeons easier when I'm a healer as compared to a DPS. And I notice a lot of the times, a lot more people will play as DPS just because it's more enticing. But I always say, if you're looking for really to maximize, you know, your time and value in Neverwinter, create a support. You know what I mean? DPS is fun, it's great, but unless you're playing with a group of people, if you're playing with like people consistently, then you should have no problems getting into groups because you guys are, you know, playing with each other most of the time. But if you're just kind of a solo player, you know, you don't have much time in the day, definitely make a support. You know what I mean? Definitely make a support. It's going to be worth it in the long run. And they're always just a steady, you're just always needed. Every mod support is needed. Every mod DPS is needed too, but you know, DPS is way easier to fill than a good support. Because for every, like, I'm gonna be honest, for every like 10 good DPS, there's only like maybe one support. You know what I mean? Some kind of crazy ratio. Like, it's hard to find a good support group, and I'm talking about a tank who knows what they're doing. You know, not to say that healers can't keep you, all healers can keep you alive, but you know, there's levels to healing. Like, I like a healer who can heal but has like a quick mentality, like a DPS play style. Like, they're always first ones to, you know what I mean? They always keep up with the group, and they're not falling behind, and they're not sitting all the way in the back, and you know, they know that they don't have to play like that, because even though you are on your cleric, you still want to be close to the targets. You don't want to be like this is what I mean. Like, sometimes healers will be all the way back here, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it's actually better if you're healing everybody here. You know what I mean? Staying with the group and everything. They're gonna get the heals quicker. There's no delay in the game. You know what I mean? And it's just, that's just from me. That's just kind of personal, more like from what I've seen throughout my years, and just being closer to the group has always made it easier to complete things. Kind of essentially is what I was trying to say. You know, in the long run, you just stay together. Stay together. Makes the dungeon easier. Gives the DPS, you know, just that small area to kill shit. Gives the tank that small area, and it gives the healer that small area just to focus in on the healing, and doesn't have to worry about one guy all the way to the left, another guy all the way to the right, and trying to keep everybody alive and running around like a chicken without a head. So there's a couple of different things you can do along your journey that you'll notice. I'm on PC. Wow. Alrighty then. Well, you want to add me up or send me a friend code, or how's this work? Right here is my, well, I'm not on my other guy, but either person, I got my what buffs are at, my other guy's name is Sonny, and then just at 3743. Actually got a couple people on right now. This is one of the people I'll be running with. This is a guy from a stream. Guy from a stream the one day. Guy from a stream. Guy from a stream. So pretty much majority of these people are people that I have caught on stream, and we have ran a dungeon with at some point. You know what I mean? I don't harass them every day. You know, I don't bother them. I just say hello sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just check in on you. Other than that, I try not to. I just kind of chill.
We've received word from the
You won't get spam from me or anything like that, or
again requested your aid. Return to
not unless you don't, not unless you like shit like that. But then again, even I'm a pally healer, so I was a pally healer, and wow, so that was easy for me. There you go. See, I didn't even know that. Okay, so there's actually some similarities in the games themselves in terms of what each one has. So that game has a paladin, this game has a paladin, and that just incorporated for you, just picking right off where you left off. It's pretty cool, Ben. So does WoW have like
Shimmering lockboxes.
the same classes? You know what I mean then? Like a cleric, a barbarian.
Open the boxes are available in the Zen store.
Is that just standard MMO format for like all games to have like the same kind of class selection? What's this? Some free keys.
Shimmering lockboxes granted you Tourmaline trade fragments. Exchange these for rewards at the trade bar merchant.
Sorry, I actually got distracted by the game. I don't know what the hell they hit me with. Cause those weren't regular lock boxes. Those are like I don't even know, like a cheap lockbox, I guess, if that's the word I want to use. We're just gonna go ahead and scroll this to the Enclave. Sorry about that, though. I kind of spaced out there. Yeah, that was a little weird. I don't know what kind of boxes those were or what they gave. I mean, we did get an experience booster, so that will kind of help out a little bit, but... And then they gave us the mount, the insignia. Okay, so maybe it's just free, like, little free rewards. Little stingy bastards, though. Like, they couldn't give us a regular lockbox. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, that's what I be meaning when Cryptic be a little stingy. Like, like, don't get me wrong, it's free, so I can't complain, but I am gonna complain anyway. Like, those rewards were ass. The greatest thing they gave us was this, because you're gonna need these. You're gonna need these. I'm just gonna discard these, to be honest. I don't need any more green mounts. No disrespect to the green mounts, but I'm Gucci on that. This is a new type of bag. Okay. All right, so we're looking all right then. All right. They said we gotta. Let me go ahead and change. They said something about fragments. So let's see what we can get.
Welcome to Seven Sons Coster Market.
This guy, right?
Go in and check out the bazaar.
No.
Press M to find Seven Sons.
This guy.
Hail, adventurer!
Oh wow. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna cheat the system. You can get a bonding rank 3. As you guys know, there's no more bonding in the game, but we're just gonna go ahead and make a quick $1. Oh, somebody sent me a friend request, and bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna take that. Let me read the chat. Kyle said PS4. Ah, okay, Kyle, I see you. Haha. PS strong. Now I respect that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest though, it's the lesser of the tiers, but it's okay. You know, I still respect it. I still respect it. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it goes Xbox, PC, then PS4. You know how it goes though, but it's alright. It's alright. Let's go ahead and exchange this bonding real quick. Let's see how much we're gonna get for a rank 3. 200 bucks. That's $200 we didn't have. It's 200 bucks. Now I probably could have like ranked this up and everything and probably got it for more money and things of that nature, but I'm cool with $200. It's our first little bit of money here for this guy on everyone. Thank you for the yeah, paying wizards good DPS, just not like a rogue or a Barbie. It's not instant damage. Takes our stacks. Yeah, we more thrive in those longer kind of fights where, you know, we can actually put in some work. Whereas, like you said, those quick melee guys, you know, really get to reap the rewards of, I call it instant DPS. Whereas, you know, we'll out DPS you in the long run, which, you know, so there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to all the classes out there. And they never have like one class that just stands above everyone else for too long. Like it happens where there have been mods where like rogues were number one. There was a mod where Scourge Warlocks were number one. Barbarians were, I don't even know if barbarians were ever number one, but maybe. Wizards were they? I believe wizards had like a number one phase. So pretty much every class had like the spotlight, but never for long. You know, eventually, like I say, they hit it with the class balance. Let's see. Yeah, those prices are insulting. I've been playing the game for a few years and I'm not spending $60 on artifacts. Yeah, I mean, you don't essentially, you know what I mean? You could buy Zen in the game. Like, this is a pretty, you know, touchy thing about the Zen market, unfortunately, because you can buy Zen in the game, but look how much backlog there is on PC. 69. This is more than it was. I checked it the other day. It was at 68. So this is just only going up, guys. I mean, essentially, this is just disgusting. It's going to take you months to buy Zen, and by the time you buy Zen, the books are going to be gone. So essentially, yes, you have to spend $60. My thing was, you know, I said it in another stream, is that definitely needs to be like addressed. Like, they have to come out and say something about the Zen market. Like I don't know how they just keep like unavoidably not answering it. Like, how do you let it get up to that high? Like, regular people can't buy Zen, and I mean regular people. I'm not talking about people who've been playing the game since the beginning and who have been able to buy Zen. But let's just say somebody who came to the game new is gonna have an even harder time buying Zen, like if they can even buy Zen at all. You know what I'm saying? Whereas somebody who's already established, who knows the Zen market, who doesn't care if they have 10,000 Zen sitting for months on end. But for the regular person, they're trying to upgrade their tune. They need the Zen for, you know, maybe there's a sale for that specific weekend, or maybe they're trying to buy some, you know, preservation wards or whatever the case is. So there's a bunch of different things. So I don't want to go too much further with that shit, because that will get me rambling on for a while. I can't even lie. But one of my biggest complaints is the Zen market, but it's okay. You know, but we're gonna switch it. We're gonna switch it because I'm about to start rambling again. Then E5, and was expecting the new tune to be. Expecting a new tank to be a Barbie tune. Haha. Oh, that was you, Jamie, who sent me a friend request? Let me see. Boom. Let you see what you're rocking with. I always like to inspect people. See what you got going on. Alright. Alright. I see what you got. I see what you're working with. I like the dagger. I like the dagger. Unfortunately, I don't know if this event is ever going to come back for you to be able to get the waist and neck piece, because this is a pretty good effect. You know, that pretty much gives whatever you hit a 5% debuff for your whole group, which is a great kind of debuff. You know, that'd be really good on support and even good on DPS, you know what I mean? But running dungeons all day gets you fast money. That's how I've been upgrading things. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's going to be your best bet at the end of the day, is just going to be to run dungeons and just stack up your money, you know, sell things on the auction house that you get from the dungeons. And it's kind of one hand feeds the other. You know, take advantage of the events within the game. Like, you got this double experience event. Sometimes they'll have double enchantments and runestones. Sometimes they'll have 2 times campaign currencies, like they do right now for Storm King's Thunder. So just the events are really important in Neverwinter. I do give them that. And then some of the events are like the heavy hitter ones, the big names. Let me see if I can actually bring it up for you guys here. Let's see if we can find the next kind of big event that you want to be looking towards. The Redeemed Citadel, that's always there. Trade bar discount. This is next week. Trade bar discount, 20% off. This is a huge one. This is one that I'm going to be marking. We're going to set a reminder. What else do we got? Jungles of Chult and double professions. I don't do professions, but if you're into professions, this is a money maker. Oh no, double professions. Where the hell did I see double professions? Oh, right here. But at the end of the month, we have 2 times enchantments and runestones. So pretty much this month is going to be lit. I ain't even going to lie. Next week is 20% off the trade bar store, right? And like I say, if you have VIP, which is the only thing that I recommend buying, like that's the only thing I say spend money on, because it's going to pay for himself. And if you play Neverwinter daily, right, you might as well get a chance at opening up a free lockbox key. You never know what you're going to get. That's how I got this polar bear. Well, actually not this one, but this one. The epic variation, I pulled this. And I won this. Won this one from Galactics. Giveaway. Shout out Galactic. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying you gotta keep up on content creators out there. Yo, when people do giveaways, I'm partaking. I need shit too. Like, hey, I don't have everything yet. So, but this guy, hey, I'll take a epic legendary. So I pulled this. Literally it happened like that. I pulled the brown bear the same day I won this. Like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. It was a double whammy. A double whammy. In a good way. Usually whammies are bad, but in a good way. But let me see. What was so yeah. Let's go ahead. Let me see. Let me actually go ahead and switch to my other. Let me actually switch to the wizard real quick just to show you guys what we really be working with. Real quickity. Just to show, maybe some people are like, this dude is just all hot air. Nah, we got some a little vicinity behind what I be saying. Not that I be taking all my own notes, like, don't get me wrong. I be always saying stack your money, right? Get your trade bars, and this is what I meant by the trade bar discount. So when I go ahead and spend these, I'm gonna either buy companion upgrade tokens, which is gonna be great, and I'm gonna get these for 2 a pop instead of 3. So pretty much I'm gonna save 1, which that one every 2, right? I can get another one for free, right? Let me see if I buy 2, 1, yeah. If my math is correct, every 2 you buy, you're gonna get the 3rd one free. That's a great deal if you're trying to upgrade your companions. The mount tokens, same thing here. You're going to get 2 buy 2, get 1 free. You can even buy enchantments, runestones, enchant stones, things of that nature. I don't personally pick up these more heavy hitting items. This is kind of going to be more situational and, you know, how much money you have as compared to how many trade bars you have. So that's where things of this nature is kind of a little to each their own, per se. But even these, you know what I mean? You know, I could see you buying, I would buy a couple of these with trade bars if you have them. And that's why I say VIP. I know I'm saying it a bunch, but I mean, shit, it speaks for itself. Everything, majority of us, all these trade bars came from VIP. I don't free key once a day. And I just claim it every day, and sometimes that's the only thing I do, but at least I come on and I get my key, and I at least pray 1 time. You know, that's the bare minimum I get to do within a day of Neverwinter, but that's still enough. From Jumba bags, if you're looking for upgrades, Kyle has another great point right there. That's another one. The Jumba bags, if you progress to level 80 and you make your way over to a Avernus is the word. You can actually go ahead and look for, start farming the Jumba bags, and you can essentially get everything and anything from there. It's a great source of income. So there's a bunch of things you guys could be doing for free items. Now, everything from the Jumba bags is unfortunately going to be account bound to you, or even character bound, but that's still not bad at the end of the day, especially if you still need new stuff. And regardless of what you need, you can use it, right? I got this stag from the Jumba bags. Speaking of that, I got this stag from the Jumba bags. I've gotten the abysmal chicken from the Jumba bags. I ain't even gonna lie. So it's a little bit of a hit or a miss. You're not always guaranteed to get good rewards. You are gonna get your occasional vanity pet. This is gonna be the worst thing you're gonna get. This damn stupid chicken, and you're gonna get these quite a bit. So don't get me wrong. Don't get mad. Don't get discouraged. But just stay with it. Consistency. That's something I always gotta say within Neverwinter. Consistency is key. So if you do want to come into this game, not to like put pressure on people out there, but if you do want to come into this game and you want to just succeed, right? Not even just thrive, or, you know, you don't have to take this game, you don't have to sit here all day, but just do the bare minimums, you know what I mean? So this way you can say, well, people always be asking me, oh, Sonny, how do you farm refinement, or how do you get things, or how do you buy things, or how do you get money? You know, and I always, hey, you gotta come to the live stream and listen when I'm talking. I'm giving my little lectures here. But yeah, it's crazy. And then even sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not the richest person in the game, but I don't mind helping out other people. I'm not even gonna lie, I've given away stuff just for people who need it. And, you know, that's genuine people who need it. Don't try to finesse me. Don't be trying to be one of them people who are just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need this and that. But I'm sitting there looking at your guy. You don't even know what that stuff is. You shouldn't know what half that's. So you know what? You're swindling. You're not swindling me. And this is just another tune you made. And you're trying to get a freebie. That ain't happening. No freebies. I like to give my shit away to people who really could use it. And people who can need it. Don't try to make a buck off of me. You can get mount and companions later, 800 each. Oh yeah, so exactly. That was talking about the trade bars. I'm a little behind on the chat there. But yeah, because my rambles, never know how long I'm gonna ramble on for. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you can kind of get anything from trade bars, and that's essentially what I want to say too, you know, to kind of go ahead and finalize that. Essentially everything and anything from trade bars. So you're going to be good. You're going to be good. And that's why I always recommend VIP. VIP is probably, and if you, and listen, not to sit here and throw it on you, but if you buy say you know you want to play Neverwinter from the first day, go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it. Jump on it. Get a head start. It's only 10 bucks. It's not the worst 10 bucks you're ever going to spend. I mean, shit, you could throw 10 bucks at a girl at a club in a couple, like within a second. So it's only 10 bucks. Throw it at Cryptic instead, right? I mean, hey, you go to McDonald's, that's like a Big Mac meal anymore. I mean, shit. So 10 bucks is, it's a lot, but you know what I mean? You could spend that in a couple seconds. Is what I was trying to say. I don't know if that was the best analogy, but and then you can get a really good head start. And that's another thing that I want to emphasize. And then you're gonna be already prepared for the things that come your way, and you're gonna already have trade bars. I keep hitting the wrong button. Hit my damn artifact there. Or you're essentially gonna have trade bars, and trade bars equals money and all that jazz. Look and unsubscribe. Oh, I like that. I like that. I remember that. I was probably from when I was saying, yeah. I'm a little behind on the chat there, but I see you, bud. I see you, Kyle. I like that. Alright, let's stop playing around with these little guys. Ah, I just did it again. Jeez Louise. We're running all the way through. Alright, oh, I got knocked off. Ooh, gotta get out of there. 1 minute. Oh, my butt cheeks. We're just gonna go ahead and use that. And you see right there, I used the scroll of mass life right there. Just to kind of get up. Not that this is an end game dungeon by any means necessary, but sometimes your boy Sonny just be lazy too. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I would have had her start all the way back. Probably at the beginning if I would have wiped. And look, there's a campfire right here conveniently. So that just works out beautifully. But those what scrolls of mass life do. Just pick you up real quick. Don't need to wait for your teammates, or maybe your teammates are being butterheads and they're just leaving you on the ground for whatever reason. You done just pick yourself up, and there's also an armor enchantment in the game as well, called the Soul Forge. It's pretty much a free pick me up. I think sometimes people forget about that as well. But you know, not to say that armor enchantments aren't good to have, but hey, if you can get a Soul Forge and kind of save yourself that scroll anytime you go down, that's gonna save you in the long run. And I believe it's like it's only like a good, what was it? It's over a minute cooldown. Like I know you can't just keep popping it, but you know what I mean. So if you go down every like minute or so, hey, that's not too bad. Just maybe think about checking out a Soul Forge if you're one of those people who, you know, like to just be able to get up yourself, or don't like to waste too much time on the ground. That will automatically pick you up. Sometimes it does get a little wonky, and I don't know if they switched it yet or if they were able to fix it, but there will be some instances where I'll use it and I'll immediately go back down, and that's not supposed to happen. I believe there's supposed to be like a little what's the word? Like a little bit of a delay where they're not supposed to be able to kill you as soon as you get up. Like I said, sometimes it does not work. But I do want to say majority of the time, it does. So if you are looking at something, you know, because some of these armor enchantments in this game are expensive right now, like the bark shields, elven battles, things of those natures we're talking like 10 million, 9 million, 8 million, like that's way out of my budget. So if I can put on a Soul Forge for 3-4 million compared to like 8-9 million, and the Soul Forge is gonna pick me up too, hey, I'll take that. Even the Blood Theft, that's not a bad one with no life steal. I think maybe one of these, maybe sometime, I gotta make an updated. You guys know, a while back, like this is a while back, I made a tier list for the weapon and armor enchantments in the game, but there has been a lot of changes since then to a lot of them. I mean, back then Vorpal was best in slots still. Now Vorpal is like subpar at best. Like unless you're not capped on crit strike, you know, which I believe, you know, if you're higher, which I know I'm not, but you know, I do know there's some people out there who do walk around with pretty either close to cap stats or damn near on the money with the stats being capped. By that time we didn't do it. So there's a couple different things you can run around. That's why I say there's a lot of flexibility to this game too as well. You don't have to just stick with the status quo of things, you know, run around with what everybody else is using. You can use whatever you want at the end of the day. Fuck what everybody else is using. As long as at the end of the day you're happy with it, or maybe you like the way it looks, hey, that's all that matters. It's your tune. It's your, you know, essentially it's you playing, so I don't know how that really could offend other people, but you know, I guess maybe it could. Sometimes people get a little butthurt, but not your problem. I still have the old. My tune is, let me see. Ah. Maybe I don't see you, Rain. Oh, maybe, oh, you mean your tune name? Because this is only giving me your at name. I kind of think it doesn't show both. Well, I guess it just depends on what tune you're on too, so that probably makes sense. What else we got here? Oh, Soulforge sucks. Free depth stack. I caught that. Let me read a couple of these before I get there. Oh yeah, I still have the old neck and waist pieces to go with my dagger in the bank. Trying a new artifact set to see if I like it more. Oh yeah, I won Legendary Galactic 2 weeks ago. He's a great Neverwinter YouTuber. I've been abusive with the bars. I've gotten a lot of things. VIP is worth it. I get a lockbox key every day. Yeah, VIP for the win. Alright. Had to catch up with that. Sorry, guys. I'll be slacking on the chat a little bit. But when I be in the dungeon, I ain't even gonna lie, I'll be focusing up. Or maybe I gotta work on that a little bit better. Oh shit. I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, what? We didn't get her to... A little too soon. A little too soon. But Soulforge, alrighty then, you see, I didn't even know that, so maybe you don't want to get that. A free death stack. Haha. Cause yeah, like right now, I think the armor enchantment I have is a Shadowclad rank 8. And I think I just put that on because that was one of the cheapest things on the auction house at the moment. Because everything else is just OD expensive. And then I'm also using the Dread at the moment. Dread rank 10. Yeah, rank 10 Dread and a rank 8 Shadowclad. The Dread, I can't lie, I actually don't mind it. I'm not sure. I don't really see too many other people running it. And it does give a nice debuff on the targets. So, it's not the worst. It's not the highest DPS weapon enchantment. I think Bilethorn and Lightning will definitely out DPS it for sure. But the debuff it does provide, I think it drops their defense by, I think at rank 8, I get 2,500. Yeah, let me see. It's probably a bit dangerous. Now, let me wait. This seems a bit dangerous. I'm surprised she didn't do that one. She didn't switch yet. But, wait, what is going on? She's tweaking. I didn't even want to use my artifacts and stuff because usually she does that a lot sooner. But that's our whitey. Still booking it. And as far as I remember, I believe the one day somebody in chat also told me that Valindra is going to be making a comeback for one of the newer coming up mods. So that'd be pretty interesting to see. She's been a staple in this game for a while. So, you know, I do like, you know, sometimes it could be a hit or a miss. Like, let's just keep it real. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, it could be a hit or a miss. Like, this could be a good thing. Or I don't even know how, like, true the information was, but it could be, if it is true, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing because we already seen her. She's already had her story arc. So, you know what I mean? They can come and bring her back and kind of ruin it and ruin her character for some people. But then they can also kill it and make it, you know, maybe some new fans from her. So, a little bit of a 50-50 on that one. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll take that. And I got 600 Zerial favors. That's interesting. I don't remember ever getting those from here before, but hey, I'll take it. Nice, quick, easy dungeon. You will be eligible to receive... That's the first time that's popped up for me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Really don't know. Valindra's Tower Key, yes. We're just gonna take it. Not gonna do any rerolls there. I usually save my rerolls for the higher end dungeons. Because let me see, what am I sitting at? What do we got? Where they at? Eh? Oh, they're probably all the way down here. We got 191. Not too shabby. We got to make sure. I like to make sure I keep that up at a good amount, though. Because those get expensive. If you don't have reroll tokens, every time you reroll, it's going to cost you 5,000. And that's like not to like throw VIP back out there again, but that's another thing that VIP does give you is reroll reward reroll tokens. Holy shit, I could not say that. Yeah, it gives you those tokens to switch the chest, and I believe at a certain rank, I don't remember exactly which one, let me see, it bumps it up to 3 a day. I don't even think I'm at the 3 a day. Let me see when it gives you 3. There's 2 at, I'll get another one at 4, and then you'll get another one at 6. So at rank 6 is when I'll have all 3 from the day, plus the 5 healing potions and all that extra other shit that comes with it. So it's really not too bad. So it's, I mean, right there, that's another 15,000 you're gonna gain essentially every day that you go ahead and collect that bag. So that's really not bad at all. Let me see how many tokens, not token seals, I got, because I want to start buying some gear for my warlock just to kind of start saving it up. Let's see. I'm a little bummed out. They no longer have the burnish set. So you actually can't even get a weapon set anymore. A little underwhelming. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go with... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what we go with. And these give more item level. At 25. These are essentially the same thing or no? Oh no, this gives accuracy. This gives critical severity. There goes a chest piece. Alright, so we got one piece down. And like I was saying before in the beginning of the stream though, we do have the neck and waist for Tiamat. The orb is just a little too expensive. I mean, that shit is up to almost 2 milli now. So that's definitely out of my budget. So we're gonna have to hold off on getting that for a while now. And I don't even know if I want to spend 2 mil on an artifact for one of my, you know, just money making persons. I mean, if I gotta spend 2 million, that's gonna be like, oh, but I already bought these at the same time, so I have to weigh out the pros and cons of it. Actually, just gonna put that in there too. Just clear it out of my inventory space. Go ahead and leave this queue group since they're done. And then I also need the pants. What companions you using on bonuses? Just some regular shit. Like, a lot of these are just for stats. None of these are like anything that's gonna boost my DPS, essentially. Like this the owl bear that does the critical hit, you know what I mean? Any of those kind of ones I don't have, but I have the black dragon for the critical strike, critical chance, sorry, combat advantage, same thing, defense, critical severity, accuracy, critical severity. And then I do use the little ball thing for 30,000 maximum hit points. I mean, I can't pass that up. That's a shit ton of hit points. And as a DPS, you still need hit points. I'm sitting over a little over 500k, and I still be needing more. So it's kind of a good indication for me. That's where, like I be saying, you got to balance out your stuff. I mean, here's my insignia bonuses. I have 2 gladiators gauls. I have the Assassin's Covenant, Wanderer's Fortune for the free refinement stones, Cavalier's Warning for the kind of little buff I get whenever I use my combat, my mount power, excuse me. I use the chicken. I sometimes switch it up to the Cannabis Mage, or that's really kind of the only one. The Wayward Wizard sometimes. It just really, 9 times out of 10, no, I'll just leave on the chicken. It does the most damage. Sometimes people do complain about it, but they be alright. Like, I've never had a problem with my chicken, so I don't know about other people's chickens, but my chicken is cool. He don't be bothering people. He be just doing his own thing. Let me see. What else? Looking for one more M. What the hell is that? So that's pretty much it. I mean, we're gutting up slowly. I just remember the one live stream, we got the weapon set that I wanted for the longest time, because we finally was able to do our treasure maps. So I'll be slowly getting my work up, you know what I mean? I don't ever be taking anything too serious. I kind of just like to do what I can at a time. Just take my time with things, and you know what I mean? Don't rush it. That's the main thing with Neverwinter. Like, I used to play, I'm not even gonna lie, I used to play it like, not even to like throw no shade or no flex. Like, I used to play Neverwinter at an extremely high level. Like, it mattered to me that if I wasn't on the #1 spot, like, there was a problem. And I took pride in that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I wasn't the best, because, you know, I'll tip my hat off to a couple people that could beat me right off the rip. Sensei could beat me, though. I ain't even gonna lie. He always used the best DPS to beat me. I'm not gonna lie. He always, when it was the rogue, I couldn't beat his rogue because of the Shadow of Demise, and I couldn't beat his wizard. So I tip my hat off to Sensei. Eric, I'm probably butchering his name, was another barbarian. Cloud was another barbarian. Armored, his name was like Armored Bear, I can't really remember your name, but his name was Armored something, and he was another barbarian that could beat me. But the only reason, you know what I mean, the only reason that I even couldn't compare myself to those guys is because I was never really, I just couldn't keep up. I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. Like, there was always new companions. always new mounts, and it was just getting too expensive, to be honest. Like, keeping up with the best in slot gear and keeping up with the best in slot companions, you're wasting millions of AD, and sometimes it would only last. Oh, I thought that was about to be, you know. So, yeah, it's just, and it took away. To be honest, it took away from the fun of the game. Took away from the fun of the game. So playing at a high level, it does have some pros and cons. Don't get me wrong, like everything else, but I can honestly say that I'm truly just having more fun with Neverwinter itself now, that I don't take it as serious. I'm more, like I said, come on, do what I gotta do. Sometimes get off. Like I don't force myself to play. Right now, this is one of the things that I hate doing. I'm just kind of running around in the damn enclave, trying to look for a dungeon queue, essentially. Because hopefully that I am gonna go ahead and try to get this queue in before I wanted to wrap the stream off here for today. I am getting a little bit parched and a little hungry. I'm gonna go whip me up something to eat here. But you know how it goes around here. I always be saying I appreciate everybody taking the time out of the day to come by the stream. We see some old faces here, and then we seen some new faces here today. So your boy Sonny, y'all put a smile on my face. This is beautiful. Like, I'm gonna have a great Saturday. I love live streaming. You know what I mean? This is awesome. Y'all fuck with me more than my own family does. I be telling you that says a lot to me. That's why I say y'all are my family, and all that goodness. And you know, hopefully though, I can't lie, your boy Sonny is working on getting his set up, right? You know, maybe you guys can notice if you guys been watching my streams for a while, I did get a new mic. So hopefully I sound better. Hopefully the audio is not too loud. I'm probably gonna watch the stream back, see how everything came in. The next thing your boy Sonny's gonna try and attempt to get is a computer. I've been using a laptop now. And don't get me wrong, the laptop does what we got to do because obviously we're streaming now, but I would like to be able to stream in better quality. You know, right now I'm streaming at some like whack ass shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm at the bare minimum here, like for my display and everything. I'm at 1024 768, and mine is all the way up here. So we're at the least possible resolution. So it doesn't, you may have noticed, like, it doesn't look like your standard Neverwinter, to be honest. Like, the screen kind of looks compressed almost, and that's gonna be, but it almost looks like a old time. Like, I guess I can knock it off as like an old time kind of vibe, because that's how it kind of feels to me. Old school Neverwinter. But it's not intentional. Not intentional. It just happens. It just has to happen that way. That's why hopefully even like right now having the chat up isn't making the stream lag, whereas opposed to before. But yeah, we did get a new follow today. Much appreciated. It didn't freaking I'm a little butthurt because I set up a follow to let me see. Did I set up the wrong one then? Maybe I set up the wrong tab. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out too. Unfortunately, guys, it doesn't look. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get the random trial queue here. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes. I ain't gonna lie. I really would like to get it in, get this money up, break that 800K mark. But I mean, I could just not be lazy and make a group. Neither. That'd probably be the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I don't really see too many. Everybody, see, look, everything is support. No DP. I haven't seen a single call for a DPS for random trial queue. And if we go to queue here, it says we're gonna be waiting almost 4 minutes. Ooh, excuse me. About 4 minutes. That's bullshit. You ain't waiting no 4 minutes. Because if I was to put a 4-minute timer on, it's going to be way longer than 4 minutes. But, yeah. You know what, guys? Unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and have to... Yep. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. All right. I was thinking, I was like, nah. Cause then, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and unfortunately wrap the stream off here, today, guys. Appreciate y'all coming by, showing love, all that. You guys take care. Y'all have yourself a good weekend, good day. You know what I'm saying? All that. It's much love around here. I'm never good at ending these. So I said what I had to say. Hopefully I'll be back Monday. Where's the camera? I'm looking over there like the camera's over there. I'll be back Monday. We'll be back here Monday. So if you like what you seen today, I mean, come around what's that? Random epic. No, right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So I'm gonna say it again, I guess, just because. No, we're just gonna do this. All right. I'll check y'all later. We'll keep it simple. We'll do this. That's one love, bud. All right. Y'all be easy out there. Like I said, have a good, safe weekend. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And of course, like I always say, like I tell everybody, whenever if y'all stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. There you go. That's how I'm gonna end these things off. Stay out of trouble. And thank you, Jamie. It was nice to see you around the stream. Appreciate it. Hopefully, like I said, I see you around and we'll be able to play. Kyle, you gotta make your way over to, the dark side. Come over here onto PC maybe one day. Be able to run some dungeons with you, or maybe I can get my ass over onto PS4. You never know.